stuff and things. Oh, hello. Nice. Yeah. What's he doing? I have no idea. It's blumping in my ear already. Haha. Okay. What are we up to with this? I believe we are up to sponge. So, oh, I believe it's nasty. So that can go. Let's see these little bits. Looks like I've already used that bit, I believe. Possibly. Doesn't seem particularly dirty. Maybe I haven't. Maybe big, maybe. Yeah. So I can find a smaller bit. That's definitely being used. Oh, we should rip a bit more off. Come on. So like, yeah, it's a bit tall. Might be a little bit too big actually. It's a bit more off. Bit more. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, well, that's all right. So probably a little bit big. I think that will be pretty happy. Actually, not sitting right. Maybe a little flat. Gone too far with it, perhaps. Maybe gone too far. That's been used. That's been used a lot. We don't want something that's been overused because it's basically flat. Yeah, that's been used. That's the polish is told in. Let's add some silver on it on the other side. Very flat. Okay, let's start again. Let's rip a bit of it off. So, ooh, I like that bit, right? Lady again. Attention. Just second. Something I'm hearing music from. I have no idea. That's where I'm hearing music somewhere, so I better put something on so it stops freaking me out. Nice. Indeed you do. Right, so let's pick it up right. Let's do some paint chips. Possibly. Probably. If I remember. It's actually anything else I need to do first. I don't think so. I think we're good to just go. Excuse me. Separate a little bit, better give it a bit of work. I do like how easy it comes out of the pots compared to some. Some are a real struggle to squeeze out. Like these Vallejo ones really do fall out almost by comparison. Some. Let's thin it out a bit. Actually, I want to paint it over into a flat sort of area so I can just work it from there on the sponge. Right, give it a go. Let's tap on here. Yes. Start on the corners first. And then we'll do some on the flat surfaces, maybe some straight lines with a brush. Mhm. And it won't be as apparent until there's more of it. Oh, probably also need to go a bit heavier. Probably brushing off too much of the paint. That's a bit better. A bit more though. Just try. Yeah. Let's get a better light. There we go. It's slowly taking shape. Gotta be careful I don't get too like blobby kind of. Yeah, 'cause some bits are more sticky out than others, so it's entirely plausible that I'm going to get some bits much less on than others. Oh, come back you. It's a little bit too spotty, isn't it? Yeah, it's not great. Maybe a little flatter. Oops. If I can get it with less like blatant lumps in it, and then I just drop the damn thing on there, and it's smoothly does it. Yeah, more of that, more fails. That's what we want. Crevice. Put them back you. Ah, not what I want to do. Got to get it there. I need to get it in King. Yeah. Oh, at least I'm getting plenty on that bit then, I suppose. Fucking go on then. Badly though. So not aiming for that bit. No, it's not going to be as somewhat organic, I think might be the right word, as my other ones were. I don't know, it's just come off like fucking Dalmatian for some reason. Obviously, I know I did the usual thing that I always do and put too much on because, as they say, less is more. But as I always do as I say, not as I do, because I don't listen to my own advice at the best of times. Ah, where's that sponge gone? I found it. Oh, it's fucking terrible. I'm definitely gonna have to put some lines on that one. Yeah. Anyway, I've got a few more sides to perfect it. If I can get the other ones looking tidy, it'll like, take the eyes off this one a bit. At least. Rest. Ooh, come back. I can keep dropping the damn thing. The bottom built up a bit more. It's dragged a bit more. Yeah. Six. Where's it gone now? Oh. Mm. But nothing coming off. Come on. Much better. And more on the sponge is apparently better. Just be careful you don't fucking get it. We don't want it. Like press that edge gently. Without doing it everywhere just yet. Gently. There we go. That's a bit better. Indeed. Good evening. Thank you for the follow. Well, I've gone a bit messy and a bit heavy in places, but I'll try and tidy it up with some squiggly straight lines. Again, it's just for my own tabletop. It's not like it's a centerpiece for anything fancy. I do enjoy doing these sort of techniques more than others, like sponge, stippling with the dry brush, stuff like that. Ah, just trying to get close to the line as possible. I'll have to get a smaller sponge, I think. No. Took me long enough to rip this piece apart. Have you tried those beauty blender sponges? Really nice for a soft overall coverage without getting down into the recessed areas. I haven't. I've seen them, and I was curious about it, but I obviously never got round to it. They seem pretty good. I probably will eventually. At the moment, I'm just using um, basically like a foam insert for like carrying units or something. Well, each section had like a built-in square. You just pop out, and you can just I've just been ripping the squares out basically, just using that because it's a good soft foam, like, but it's just not shaped in any reasonable way. So you want a few ridges or a bit of an uneven pattern, just tear it yourself, like. That'd be my only concern with one of those is it is a very uniform. I suppose you can always rip that as well, I guess. Oh, come back. There we go. Bit more in the middle there. I'll do. Nope, get here. Oh my god. Yeah, I got a big bag of those pluck out foam bits. Haha, nice. Yeah. So basically, oh, I've dropped it again. See, from these little fiddly bits of damn foam. Yeah, this is roughly like my other parts of the terrain that I've done already, and I'm just kind of working. So this is obviously a 3D printed piece that my friend did for me, like a centerpiece for the table, basically. I was kind of gone for a similar sort of theme, like a grayscale. You could see it a bit easier there, like the two shades, but at some points you can barely tell it. Just trying to stipple the various layers on and blend them together and stuff like that. Just I obviously actually I realized well too late that I screwed up because I had actually had the primer on, then I'd just done like a thin um basilicanum grey wash. Like I thinned that out a bit. And then I'd put the base coats over. So that's why this looks a bit more mottled with the colors underneath because there actually is another layer under there that I forgot to do on this one. But I was actually having a lot of trouble getting the paint to stick on the 3D print. So I had to do the initial primer, which took reasonably well, and I thought I'd be safe then. No, I had to do at least two coats of base before anything else would even go on it. Like I couldn't stipple on it at all; it just wouldn't take at all. It was horrible. It was like painting bare plastic, even though it had, a full good coat of primer on it that was completely, set. Like, so that was an unpleasant experience. Well, at first, I suppose I haven't really painted much 3D prints before, so it's a learning experience. That's definitely two good coats of primer before you even think about doing anything else. Let's get another bit. Let's do rough, sort of rusty, sort of That's rattling grime wash, then sponged. Um, what's that effect? Typhus corrosion, then some Watarian grime. Yeah, don't know the actual colours. If you know your Citadel paints, then you know exactly what I'm on about. I'm sure there are equivalents, but I do not know them off the top of my head. Right. Ah, sponge. There you are. Before I lost you. It's starting to build up a bit much already, so I might actually get another piece soon. If this doesn't improve. Probably could do with a smaller piece anyway, for when I do these side bits, so I can get right into the crack in one go without having to like go over it again and again and again, because that's when you start getting the crappiness. So we'll lose that. Let's have a look at a smaller piece. How's that looking? Uh, that could be interesting. Let's give it a go. Might be a little bit too flat, but also helps if you actually get some paint on it. Yeah. Let's try again, shall we? Oh, yeah. Watch your fingers. Smoothly does it. So that's what I get for dipping my finger in it. Like, clean that off. Oh my goodness. And of course the paint's gone or dried. Do you know what? Let's try again with a longer piece. It gives me a bit of a space between the thing. This is just going to be an absolute shit show. There you go. That's a good edge. Good long flat edge. Is that the right corner? Nope, that one. And then we're back to it helps if you actually get paint on the damn thing. Uh, so it will work, but now I actually need to get some paint on it. I don't think it helps that it's pretty dry as well. There we go. Oh yeah, that's much better. Let's go. Catch it. Just gently drag it across the edge. So, oh, at least I got a good edge on it this time. I can actually, the edge highlight with this one. Bloody hell, it's good. That's quite a good effect actually as well. Huh. Interesting. I may have discovered something useful. Hmm. A bit tidy, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, no, I completely fouled it up. Yeah, that didn't go quite as good. Bit of an awkward bit to get to. So, oh, damn it. A few too many smudges on this one, unfortunately. Enough before I get carried away. Not that I haven't already got carried away. Let's put that. That should do. Let's have a look. How's it look? It always has a better sort of view when I look at it through the camera, actually. Kind of see what I've missed a little bit more. Kind of. Or some bits stand out a bit more. It could do with a bit more. It's not bad so far. The light does it more justice than it deserves, I think. So I guess that's working in my favor. Right. I have to be a bit more careful of where I'm doing it here so I don't get all over the metal I've done. Oh, I suppose a little bit at the bottom would work with, build up coming up from underneath or what have you, like simulating with the other areas. I need a bit more wet paint. Where are you? There you are. German grey. Is it German grey? Yeah, German grey model color. One of the better ones. I don't know the equivalents, but I learned that one from paint chipping on tank and grayscale. Or no, winter camo. German grey is usually, well, I suppose it depends how dark you're taking it, but usually you run them pretty light or even white, I suppose. It's just good tips that I come across other videos and what I've tried and actually works well for me. A bit thicker this time, so let's see. Shit. It's a little bit of funk on that. Let's give it another wash. Fun. Which way are we holding it? Which way were we holding it? I think we're holding it that way then. Which way was I painting with that side? No, I've forgotten how to use it already. How do I paint that side? Possibly. I have no idea. Let's find out. Too thick. Yep, definitely wasn't that bit. Oh yeah, no, definitely not that bit. Okay, so I have no idea how I was using this before then. Apparently. Right. This is not really working, is it? So if I just get the difficult areas first, I can then switch back to a more suitable one for doing wider spaces, because this is not ideal. I can't remember which way I was actually holding the damn thing. A bit too spotty, that is. It's getting hard to reach bits done now. Let's just change to a better bit. Or I could probably get away with doing it on that flat bit there, actually. Let's have a look. That's not bad. Yeah, a little bit more. Please. It's a bit lighter than the rest of it, isn't it? Okay. Do. Right. Yeah. Quite as a good as a plan. Did it, didn't. Yes, it's beautiful. Oh, that's a start. Oh, I suppose that does lead into him there, doesn't it? Voice function. Do it again. What was refat while we're at it? Should be able to reuse brown one really. I might need a fresh. It's got a lot of grey on it. Oh, I was going to do grey lines when I see if I got. Ah, fuck it. It's done already. The deed is done. New sheet. Moistened. Come on, cable. Move the me. Shit. String on me. Probably can put the sheet in the other way around. Oh. Right, so we want that rattling rhyme. Probably should put this in the pot, but whatever. Not likely to work the way I want it to anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, it might matter 'cause it might go through the fucking paper and stain underneath, which is not what we want. So yeah, if this doesn't cover it, I'll try fibrous corrosion. I don't want to go too thick and dark though, so it'll stand out. That's fine. Too dry to really do anything, isn't it? So let's get rid of that. Let's just go straight to using the brush on it. If it goes over the grey all right, then so be it. Yeah, not very well. Where's it gone? Well, let's fire it up. Just take it straight from the pot, I think. Get as much of this up as I can, but I'm pretty sure this is just considered lost. I don't really have alternates that match necessarily this color. That's why I'm using a paint that's not ideal for the task. For the task, I suppose typhus corrosion would probably work, but actually, it's just fucking some kind of fucking rocky for a second. This ain't the right franchise. It's outside looking grayer than I'd like. I believe it means Typhus is going to make his appearance now. Pretty sure I've got a terrible brush just for this occasion. I'd rather not use it, actually. It's just a shame that's come out so grey. Ugh. Where is the typhus corrosion anyway? Let's have a look at it. So the Rhinox is going to be too hard. It's separated badly. Look at that. Oh, it's different. Yeah, see it a lot lighter of a shade. Well, to be fair, you don't normally paint this stuff on maybe a little bit thinner, and then you kind of sort of want to thin it with water a bit. Probably should have put less on than that, and then thinned it out a bit. So you work it around, then a bit better of an effect. Obviously, using the paint wrong will totally help everything. Yes. It's a completely different shade. Well, I'm pretty sure this is not the same soundtrack. It might actually be. Yeah, no, it's not. Get out. Okay, where are we up to? I feel like not that. Is that fan even on? Yeah, it's right. I think it's a bit bloody warm up here. I have no idea what I see. Oh, I did it earlier. What was I thinking of? I don't know. Let's have some coffee. Hmm. Set fire to my hand. The glove will be up like nobody's business, and it'll be sticking to me like nobody's business. That'll be fun, won't it? It's still very grey on the side. I'm not impressed. Dirty bastard. I do like the slightly rougher texture though. I wonder if it'll go back a bit the other way if I put some shade over it. Well, that looks not necessarily glossier. Oh, maybe. No, I did put metal around the sides, didn't I? Sure, I did. It's just grey underneath, I think. I mean, I suppose I could just put a bit of a tiny bit of gloss over it, but then that's counterproductive because then I've painted gloss over it for a faux sheen. No, faux sheen is not the unknown Estevez. And that joke will go over a lot of people's heads. Mm, okay. The fuck? Did I even choose this? I didn't choose anything, did I? I don't know. Whatever, will do. Right, so look at this typhus in. So it's definitely grayer, but you can definitely tell there's some typhus on it now, at least. It's definitely changed the color though. It's not the same as the rest of it, is it? Maybe if I do a wash over after, it'll change it the way I want it. Who knows? Let's just keep going for now, then I guess. Get a bit more of it on it. And maybe not too much, maybe like a one line, then work it out around with the one good line down the middle or something, then work it around with the water. Yeah, maybe a bit more. It's not covering it very well. I thought it is and it isn't at the same time, you know. Yeah, see, and I'm pulling it off. Thanks. It's a nice effect there. Anyways, nice on the other sides. Yeah, it's getting good. Getting better at the effects. It's a shame the dried version isn't quite as a. Ooh, I do love that texture. Try it with a bit more then. Let's get it on the building and do all that other good work. Oh, so good. Hard work. Very nice. It's much better. Oh, yeah. Doing well tonight. I think I must have started early, mustn't I? Hmm. Is that side dried yet? Right. I'm not gonna lie on that side when it's done then. I'm looking on the eyes. Don't scrub it too much. It's a little lighter than the rest because I didn't have that underlayer. But it'll do. I mean, it's on a par with the rest of them at least anyway. I mean, they still fit in with the rest of them. I could read the shade if I missed anything. I don't think so. They shaded the same parts on each of them. There's just a bit more, a few more standy outy sort of parts on some of the others. So I think they've built up enough depth around various components. Don't might do a bit something else to those vents. I don't know what yet though. I'm happy how the door turned out. Good old gravity working for me for a change. Yes, do an edge highlight on the door panels. Maybe on the very thin outside one as well. And then on the very outside one as well. Well, I suppose I should actually do that outside bit with a bit of a wash so it doesn't match the rest of it. I might do the light as well. Um, Basically, I assume it's a light anyway. Base the underside with a bit of iron hands again. Go for the one of the fluorescents for the light. Yay! What color light should we do? What fluorescent? Green, perhaps? Well, I suppose I've used, what is it? Tesseract Glow for the other ones. Let's try something different. Oh, I got yellow. It's a sickly yellow. Yeah, that's probably what you'd have on some kind of night lights. That's what we always have, isn't it? Like sickly orangey yellow fucking street lights. But damn, do they light up shit. When they actually used to turn street lights on. Now it's just like, fend for yourself, you bastard. That's too small. Next size up. So that is this one. Double O. Double O brush. Yes. Just right. Probably. That is an assumption. So that would be Iron Breaker, I believe. We could have a blue tint to it. No, we'll go with the Iron Breaker. Oh, good, it's got balls in it. No, do you know what? I haven't finished what I'm actually doing, am I? No, just moved on because reasons. 'Cause I forgot I was doing a thing. So I've done that side. Apparently, I've done that side. How many sides have I actually done? I haven't done that many, have I? So apparently, I've done that side. So I haven't done that one. I haven't done that one. Apparently, I've done that one. Sure, I did three of them. So that one's done. Okay, so on that one there. Titus. Good. Better finish what I start first. It's a bad habit. Give it another little shake. Rust in a bottle. Not necessarily rust, more like decay. Dignity decay. Dirty rust. Bit of water and work it round. It's got all kinds of lovely grit and the such in it. Just make this so much better. You'd normally use a fair bit less than I'm probably using, and then just work it around wherever you want to use it. Also trying to cover Shit, so that's why it's going on a bit thicker than you probably normally would. Right, mate. So I can put that like that and move on to the next bit. Water. What do you know? Too much water. Just leave it more gentle with it. Oh, they all start the same. That's a slightly different shade then, isn't it? Yeah, so that's going to need going over as well, just cause. So it matches up with the rest of it now. That'll be enough, I don't know. Yeah, it might be enough to tint it, to re-tint it. No, that's not too bad now. I can still see the light bits, can't you? But whatever. I got rid of most of the visually troubling bits, so remaining bit is the one thing I forgot to buy, which I needed the most, really. Mortarian Grime shade. Manky shade. So we will then do the other bits. First of all, no, I think we'll do it that way. Right? It's fine. We'll do the iron breaker, then I'll do the shade on the outside of it. So, iron breaker is there. Let's push some of this back. It's encroaching on everything. Bloody paint. How are we looking? A bit more. Not too bad. Oh, I do like a bit of a picking paint. No, I'm wasting paint. No waste paint. What I need is let's you fuck it off. There we go. Yay. Any more I can get rid of? It's built up. No, that's a bad habit of mine. That's a bit. Oh, there. Let's get rid of that. Don't want that coming out on the brush now, do we? Oh yeah, I actually want to paint out of that. Hold on. There we go. So this is better now. Good stuff. guess everyone's 00, which is this one. Look at it, they're just popping. Very good angle on that one. Rougher in it. Unfortunately, that was a bit of a shit angle. A bit too much on the old brush. Oh, let's try and fit it out. But it's a fit in there. Okay. So there's the more standout parts anyway. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, it makes it stand out more, doesn't it? So, how am I going to get to these parts then? Not easily. Well, that's not going to happen easily, is it? I think I may have to forget that one. Just the right angle on that. Well, already it's. Excuse me. As I'm going to do that, I've got to do all the ones with upright angles, which is the majority of them. So, where do I draw the line? Well, Of course, I can't get to those ones because they're too far inside to get a decent angle. So that'll just be messy as hell. So I'm not going to do it. It will be messy, isn't it? We put a little bit on some of these bits to finish second up all the week. Um, yep, stable. Good job. Let's annoy myself. I found that very sick. All right. You know what? That's what you get. I can't be asked. This is all going wrong. Just stop. What you doing? You're making it worse. Mm. How far can we take this more times? Not far. I'm around most of it probably there. I might be able to do the entire thing. I'll have to leave that for a second to dry. Isn't that? It's a shame to waste any of it, but there's no point letting it get nasty on the brush while I'm waiting for that to dry. That's take a minute. Should dry before you bury that. Probably won't. It being a shade, it'll probably take a bit longer. I could reach the front bit while I'm waiting. Come on. Yeah, I'll put that same sort of shit tint as the other sides now with that wash on. That's what it's missing. It's kind of like a greeny sort of brown sort of tint to everything else then. Alright, doing alright for time. So I was trying that one, and that one. So I need to put that side flat. Okay. Are we on the old camera-matic? Glare. No. So there's less glare on the other setting. So it's just angled that way, I suppose. I suppose I could go to that and then go to oh, wrong way. Do, 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 do. Why would we go? Yep. Do, 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 do. That's not even max zoom. Damn, hold on. Do, do, do. Max zoom level. Now you can see the paint chipping a bit better now, can't you? Yeah, it's definitely better in other places. In some places other than other places. Which way we go? So it's that. Yeah, that's a good camera to be fair. You can do full 360 and shit. Like the other one's more of a static one. The tabletop one is. Now this could look all around the table, upside down, fucking everywhere. Nigh on 360. Well, more than 360 because it'd be full sphere, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that just be 360? No. It's like 360, 360. 360 cubed. Alright, what do I need to do next? So that's nearly dry. Do we want to touch it and ruin it? Not really. Let's give it a minute. By the time the second two is starting to look dry, the first one will definitely be dry and I can rotate it then. So I'm going to get these gloves off my hand. It's a bit warm. They are a bit yucky. Oh, and yeah, now I'm working with bloody shades. So that's going to go everywhere. Oh, my nose is getting blocked. Lovely. But it's getting a bit warm up here, actually. Getting to that humid time of day. I'm not a fan. Do, 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 do. Should be alright. It's not much less than when I started with it. It was quite far, that stuff. No, I'm not really washing it, am I? I'm just tinting it, if anything. So I'd say that side is sufficiently dry to lean it on anyway. So let's get the brush going again. Oh, this is where I spill this everywhere. So taking the gloves off. That side should be sufficiently dry, so knock that one over. What kind of stain will that do on there, I wonder? Yeah, let's stain that coming out of there a bit. Yeah, good idea. Why not? Interesting. Accumulated there a bit on the edges. Uh, Same there. Build up on the bottom there. Get that going. Right. Kind of like there. It's probably a bit wide. Let's get a bit more on the brush. Perfect. I say perfect, not perfect. You know what I mean? So then what we're going to do now is we're going to place that stuff heavily on the vents, or liberally on the vents. Okay. Cool. So any more sides to do? That's been done. I think it's just these two. I mean, it's the same shade, whichever way you do it. So it's taking a while on that one without doing more base. I'll do. That should suffice. Actually, still very grey. Is it just me? That edge does seem very light still. I don't like that. Well, there is a solution to all your problems. Rhino Clyde. Then it's got loads left in it. And it's lasted for ages. And I intend to keep it going as long as I can. So it is a really good brown base. Like, Jesus, really? Idiots. So yeah, it's going to go along the underside edge, across all the edges. Still bits that are catching the light far too much for my liking. Well, at least I made an attempt to cover it now anyway. The last side, I think so. I'm not sure, so I'll go over again anyway. Yeah, no, I definitely did the door side of mine. Right, that a bit less eye catching now. Yes, more over here. Definitely covering up the bits that are still shining through anyway. Let's start. It does not catch my eye as much now, at least anyway. This angle does, damn it. No, it shouldn't do because I got it with the paint, so it's lying. My eyes are lying now. Where are we on? 43. Yeah, I'll probably end till 2 hours, not necessarily 10 o'clock. It is getting really horribly humid up here. That's a lot. Oh yeah, so I need to do that. Let's do that while I'm here and remember to do it. So right up, done. Contrast no. Aggressive shade. That's what we want. And I'll give it a bit of a shake. The outside line, yeah, the rest will just be able to pour then. I shouldn't really make too much of a difference. I'm not gonna let it cool too much. It's not necessarily being used. Actual shade, I'm just tinting really. That's just supposed to do. So you could do that. So, oh, excellent. That's what I wanted. No, these guys are fucking on. There's one. I think the soundtrack, not the actual fucking. No, it's not there, is it? It's the other one. Oh, this. Oh, oral notes. Right, yeah, yeah. It's off episode 6, oral notes. Star Wars parody. Easily one of my favorites. So good. Shame they stopped doing them or doing good ones. Oh, yeah, a bit of leakage. That's good. Shows it reasonably well, doesn't it? It's a light one, yeah, it's all. They got metal underneath, white on top, and then some kind of bright colour, probably yellow. See if we can get that done before we go, any least. Any least? Yes, that's absolutely the word I intended to use. Any least. which is zero, bro. It's just zero. So back a bit. Okay. Whoa, that's not stick or anything. It's- Okay. Oh, there was a cap for it. Ah, there it is. Aha, I found it. Okay. Infinity spin. Black tape on it. Yep. Haha. That is fluorescent. Holy shit. Holy shit, that's bright. Wow. Okay. Oh, too much commit. At least I know how thin it is now. Yeah, no, it does not look that bright in the bottle. I give them that. Definitely looks bright. That's in the bottle. So look at that. Wow, look at that. That is painfully bright through the camera. I love it. Let's thin that shit out. It's already almost glowing. That's amazing. It's absolutely vibrant. I mean, I know it's supposed to be fluorescent, but my God, it did not look fluorescent in the fucking in the bottle compared to this. Like, jeez, this is awesome. You get some awesome lightsabers with this. More in the middle there. Really bright. Right. Oops. So I believe we get a tiny bit of white down the center, very finely. Almost closed my eyes looking at it through there. It's such a nice bright color. It's crazy. I honestly can't believe it does not even represent how bright it is through the bottle. What's the red like then? Gonna make them awesome fucking lightsabers. That's right. Spread it around a bit because of the nature of it. It almost close itself. Like, fucking hell. That's crazy good, isn't it? Drying reasonably fast. Right, get a little white on there. Yeah, not far off there. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Even without using the airbrush, it's alright, that, isn't it? That's stank coming out of the vents. Kind of catch that edge of the highlights there. Could have potentially done it on the bottom, I suppose, but then I'd put some of the crap down there as well. Think about this. Have a zoom. Zoom. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Probably could have been a bit more consistent on the top of the metal bit there, but that's all right. I was going to do some vertical lines and stuff, wasn't I? I will do that actually. Yeah, not bad. Nearly done. Ah, did I get rid of all that German grey? I did, didn't I? Because I'm special. Well, I'll do that tomorrow, actually. And maybe some. Oh, no, not tomorrow. I don't know. We will see. I don't know what I'm doing. I may be good. Wow, I can't believe how bright that is. Sorry, it just really caught my attention over there. That's crazy good. Compared to Tesseract Glow, like, there we go. Let's compare it to. Yeah, it's got that bright sort of yellow under the green. That's why that kind of works. But then that's just like the yellow on its own kind of thing. Honestly, I find the fluorescent harder to look at. Tesseract Glow is quite good. It's basically, it seems like it's got that yellow fluorescent underneath with a thinner green over the top kind of thing. It's kind of clever, actually. Yeah, I mean, look at it because it separates, so it might look something like the fluorescent. Uh, I can kind of, oof. The yellow is the brighter, isn't it? It could be very much that sort of thing. Anyway, I think that'll do today. Let's have a look. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So it's nearly done. What do I want to do? Some vertical lines and yeah, no, yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, thank you very much. Have a good evening as per usual, and probably not tomorrow night, probably Thursday. So yeah, signed. Right, have a good evening and see you soon. Goodbye.